Phillips first. Indeed, we were very good acquaintances. In fact, I thought we were friends. What Mark Phillips has not done tonight is be honest with the entire nation. What Mr. Mark Phillips had in his mind when I became the president, unbeknownst to me, was for both Mark Phillips and myself to run Guyana's football for us to make a profit. And that's a fact, Mister. That's a fact. It was Mr. Mark Phillips who constantly reminded me that we are broken. We have no money, and so you need to take hold of every single level of Guyana's football. Nobody should run any tournament. No Mayor's Cup, no Kashif and Shanghai, nobody. And if he wants, let him tell this nation that I am lying. I don't lie.
I did say that.
Let him tell this nation that he and I
did say that.
You live in North America.
I did say that.
Do you see the government trying to run the private sector? It doesn't happen. And if Mark wants to be honest, he will tell you that. Second point, when Mark ably assisted the girls on the 17 team, Mark came and bitterly complained about the management of that team. And I said, Mark, we have bigger issues. If you can fix it, you fix it. Which he competently did. But Mark at the same time was telling me, I need to get rid of France. I need to get rid of Mr. Lawrence Griffith-Sparrow. Who I need to get rid of. Who should not coach the national team. Who should be this. And when I did not follow his instructions, he said plainly and publicly, you're not following my instructions. And then I asked the question, are you the de facto president while I'm the de jure president? That can't be.
That's a lie.
Mark said I don't know to run competition. Mr. Mark Phillips has to have selective amnesia. In 2000-2001, the Banks VIH family trusted football under my leadership. And it was the first time in this country prize monies reached 500 first prize, 3 second prize, 2 third prize. And a perfect competition was run. Let's fast forward. In 2010, there was a Banksbury tournament. $2-point-something million profit. Christopher Mark advertised was the general secretary. In 2011, Banksbury tournament again. $7.5 million profit. Matthias is no longer there. The George Young Football Association running a Banksbury tournament, last on this tournament. And they're $21 million there.
Can I comment on that?
So somebody has to let Mark Phillips explain what would have gone wrong.
Give me the chance to do so.
Let me address the issue, Mr. Shabbat.
One second.
Give me the chance to do so.
1 second, Mr. Matthias.
Yes.
Yeah, 1 second.
Give me the chance to do
quickly.
so.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, quickly.
The first Banksbury tournament, what he's talking about, entire Guyana will tell you that it's Mark Anthony Phillips. Run that Mark Anthony Phillips run that tournament efficiently. Second Banksbury tournament, the entire Guyana will tell you, Mark Anthony Phillips ran that tournament efficiently. And the third Banksbury tournament, the entire Guyana public will tell you that Mark Anthony Phillips resigned on the 14th of October 2013 and was no part of Banksbury tournament in 2013-2014, where he's labeling them of owing $21 million. His second point,
yes,
when he called up the under 70 women's team, and I went there, I told him, I said, Christopher, everything that you and I used to blame Colin Class for, they're exactly the same thing going on in this scam. Said, you see, please, that cable, they're giving the people the cheering them box food with plastic fork. You can't hear me cheering them though. I said, Christopher, you need to do this, you need to do that. These people are doing the job. The team went to wherever they went and get 40-0. Fast forward, he set a team to Dominican Republic. Couple of days ago, over a week or two,
the 70.
Up the people cheering them, send them to America. Lee explained to the nation, use a tablet calling class, and he paid pelting glass on the people window. He didn't give the people cheering them a Guyana dollar. When they meet back to town, got the Federation office, one of the parents come to me and say, Mark, how y'all could carry train them and you don't get them no money? I said, no, that can never happen. You must get them a $10 for buy 2 sweetie. It's on the 17 boys. You must get them a $10 for buy 2 sweetie for bring for the brother and the sister. When they meet back to town, one of the players them saw me, Mark Phillips, today, and tell me they dropped them at the Federation office. Give the judge some players them $200 to get home. I mean, you all people cheering them from here. Lee answered up.
Hold on. You know, I don't want us to go on in this field.
This is the only way football could settle in this country.
Hold on.
But
We are big men.
Let them answer the last question.
One second.
Let them answer the question.
One second. Just be quiet.
Allow
Just
Mr.
accuse me.
Matthias to attack
I
me first.
admit
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
said.
yeah.
Let he answer now.
Mr. Siraj.
Mr.
Answer
Matthias,
the two questions.
Mr. Matthias, just hold 1 second. Mr.
The under
Mr.
17
Phillips,
team.
Mr. Phillips, just hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Right? Hold on. We are big men.
Yes.
We are big men. Hold on.
And I agree.
And we don't want to row on TV. Things will be said and so forth. The important thing is for all of us to work together, put away our differences. We might have to compromise here, compromise there, and work for the betterment of football. This thing is not.
But don't let
But
Mr.
I mean,
Matthias
let
run
him
up
answer
his
the
phone
question,
bill.
But Mr. Matthias,
Let him address
Mr.
me
Matthias,
now.
go ahead. Address
Ask the question.
Mr. Shabazz. Go
Good
ahead.
night, Mark Phillips has addressed none of the two things that I've asked him.
What is it? Say it again.
All right, we don't have all
Let's
the time.
say
We don't
one
have all
minute,
the
let's
time.
say it's
We might have to have another
What is
program.
it?
That is why,
Go ahead.
it's simply because each one of these gentlemen have a personal interest to serve.
All right, let's go to Mr. Jamal.
Mr. Shabazz,
Yes.
the development of football, to the best of my understanding, calls for qualified coaches, calls for educated and disciplined or disciplined players, calls for plenty of resources, calls for proper playing surfaces, calls for the interest of the stakeholders to be looked after. Mr. Shabazz, Guyana's football started in 1902, and we're now in 2014. I am not there 2 years, Mr. Shabazz. 2 years will be next April. And Mr. Shabazz, I have a document from the GFF in my possession which establishes that none of those developmental things occurred from 1902 to 2012 or 2013 up to the time I took over as president. None of those developmental things. We have 108 teams, they're not clubs. We have 5 or 6 B licensed coaches. We have the first time 10 footballs given out to a club. It's just recently that we're working on giving each club 10 football. We have no proper playing surface in this country.
Could I ask you a question?
All right.
No, I'm not cutting you. I'm not cutting you.
Mr. Shabazz, we are doing our best to fix it.
And I agree. But I want to ask you
All right,
something,
Mr. Matthias,
Mr.
one second. One second.
Yeah.
We are running out of time, Mr. Shabazz. Mr. Matthias, right?
Depending on this note,
Yeah, and then we can ask Mr.
No, but I don't want
the
to.
fans who would have made money by bringing players,
No, Faisal can't make no money.
the
That is
Faisal
not
Khan
true.
would have made, I have the file in my office.
Nah,
Chief.
bring the
I
file.
have the file in my office, and that's what you didn't recognize. The Mr.
No.
Shabazz who would have been paid $6,500 US per month.
And that was.
All right, Mr. Matthias.
No, let them
Thanks for
talk.
coming through. No, we're running out
Oh,
of time.
sorry.
Respectfully, be honest to the nation.
All right, good.
Yes.
About your personal interest.
All right, thanks,
Mr.
Mr. Matthias. Thanks.
Mr. Siraz?
One second. Let me
Let me just say one thing before
No.
you end.
Let Mr. Shabazz speak now. Go
I'm
ahead.
disappointed that
Yeah, go ahead. We gotta
Mr.
go
Matthias could talk about my personal interest. But if he feels so, mashallah,
Yeah, let's go
the
quickly.
people know better, right?
Yeah, we gotta go.
But I still saying that if Mr. Matthias is to lead this thing, he had to be able to bring stakeholders together and find funding and not depend on hands and on cap in hand, right? If he can't lead it, better he step aside. I have no personal interest in this thing. I am not interested in coming back to the Guyana program, but I will always be there
You have a vested
for
interest.
Guyana football. That is my interest. And as I like to say, Faisal Khan benefited financially. I want to denounce that in every possible way.
Right. You have a couple of seconds, sir.
I
because
know
we gotta go.
you work this program with time.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I'm gonna buy 3 hours. Mr. Matthias tried to challenge the other day. To anybody who
For him
to
to
come
come
and
on the
take
program.
in on the program.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay for 3 hours at NCN, and I'm gonna take him on the program. Anytime you're ready, any day.
All right,
we bring
good.
all the comments. I'm
All
gonna
right,
pay
we
for the
can
3
go on
hours.
and on. We take the
Take the challenge.
Yeah, the 3 hours.
We don't want no moderator. 3 hours mean here, look. I ask the
You gotta get a
question,
moderator.
he
You
give the
gotta get a
answer.
moderator.
Yes, you
3
have to
hours.
get a moderator.
You have to have a moderator.
3 hours, I give him the
Alright,
challenge on
alright.
national TV. I'm gonna
Well-
pay for the airtime.
This was a hectic program. We're going to be back again next Wednesday for another program. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock, Lotus Cricket Info and Quiz. We will go out with the NCN Sports Magazine Roundup. Gentlemen, thanks for coming on the program.
Thanks a lot
Thank
for
you
the
for
opportunity.
allowing
You have
us.
Chris Gale back there?
The first leg of the 22nd Inter-Ghana Games will be held in Ghana from August 1 to 3. Ghana is fully prepared to host the first phase of the IGG, according to the National Sports Commission Director, Neil Kumar. Athletes from Suriname and French Ghana will be competing in track and field, basketball, and swimming, while the other events will be held in Dutch Guyana and French Guyana. The swimming will be held at the National Aquatic Center and basketball at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall, while track and field activities will be held at the Guyana Defense Sports Ground. The games are viewed as a premier multidisciplinary junior event across the three Guyanas. Alpha United has ramped up training ahead of their CONCACAF Champions League football tournament. The locals, who on Thursday contested a warm-up game, are taking their training to the next level after their camp was hampered by inclement weather. The club's management has arranged games against Caledonia, Trinidad and Tobago, and a top club from neighboring Suriname. When the CONCACAF League starts, Alpha United will travel to Honduras, and will be led by head coach Wayne Dover, and will face club Deportivo Olimpia on August 28th, after which a trip to the USA will see the Guyanese club Timbers at Providence National Stadium on September 2nd. Odinga Lumumba, president of the club, recently said there is no valid excuse for the team not being ready. The team has been in camp for the last 3 weeks and are preparing at a very high level. Alpha United has been hailed as Ghana's most celebrated club, following their 2011-2012 showing at the tournament. This is the second time the club has qualified for the prestigious event, which serves as the only route to the famed FIFA Club World Cup tournament. Players of the national basketball team have been suspended and fined by the Ghana Amateur Basketball Federation for keeping their uniforms from the just concluded Caribbean Basketball Confederation Championships. According to reports, the players said that all other teams that participated had gotten a stipend for their performance, while the Guyanese team received nothing. They also indicated that withholding uniforms are part of their stand to be given stipends from the GABF. The suspensions and fines are effective from July 28, 2014 and will be effective until the fines are fully paid, uniforms are returned in good condition to GABF, or the suspension period expires, whichever occurs last. Lynn Wayne Roberts, in an invited comment, says he won't pay fines imposed by the Federation over uniforms that were kept after the championships. Roberts has said they have kept the uniforms to have a memorabilia representing their great country, and he said he will continue to be part of basketball and will continue to give of his expertise and experience to youngsters who are interested in the game. In an interview with Sports Magazine, President of the Federation, Nigel Hines, said that this was done to ensure discipline is maintained. He explained that the message they are trying to send is that indiscipline will not be tolerated. They thought it would undermine the Federation's authority and ability to function if they pardoned this act of indiscipline. The Federation head said that Shelroy Thomas has since paid his fine, and Ray Victor has indicated his willingness to pay the fine, while Ryan Gullion is in communication with the Federation to pay his fine. Players banned will not be allowed to participate in any tournament, clinic, or tour held or approved by the GABF or its members until the ban is up. Peter Green has been returned as president of the Ghana Rugby Football Union following the body's annual general meeting on Sunday. Green, speaking after his re-election to office, said the way forward is to get a sport in schools, but they are going slowly on account of the numbers of volunteers willing to assist. The association is pushing through the school's rugby program and admits it's more huge than they expected, because they are targeting 70 schools in 6 regions at the 12 and 13 year level, getting them into rugby. Mr. Green said they have an August camp where they are taking children from underprivileged facilities, such as the drop-in center, and give them a chance to play the sport. He added they've already shown their dominance in the 15th department, but will now turn their attention to the 7th segment through a certain to give the country another chance to feel proud. John Lewis, the newly appointed senior vice president, while Alwyn Ito has been selected as the junior vice president, and Terence Grant as secretary. Roger Pereira will be the treasurer, while assistant secretary treasurer is Peter Adams. The public relations officer is Ethan Griffith, and the outside committee members are Robin Roberts, Daniel Anderson, and Joseph Rahamad. Headquarters emerged winners for the Ghana Police Force 3-day athletics championship over the weekend at Evelyn. In the event, Headquarters dominated for the 3 days with 501 points, claiming their second straight interdivision track.
Yogurt, natural yogurt from Sterling Products Limited, made from farm fresh cow's milk and ripe healthy fruit in flavors you like. Try them. They're delicious.
You hit the gym a couple of times a week and you push your body through the pain, and now you're in the best shape of your life. Or maybe not. Listen, I know what it's like to work your butt off in the gym and not get the results you want. You see, when you work out, you're creating microscopic rips in your muscle fibers, which leaves you feeling sore. Drinking a protein shake right after your workout will help to repair the damaged muscle fibers, which will shorten your recovery time and boost muscle development. Visit us at Fitness Express at 47 John and Sheriff Street.
Superfoods assures the best quality corn and mixed vegetables. Our decade of experience and reliability certainly will help your cooking experience. Our farm fresh corn and mixed vegetables are always picked at prime season and canned to perfection. Once you taste Superfoods corn and mixed vegetables, you will know the difference. Superfoods corn and mixed vegetables, highest quality at the lowest price. Call Superfoods today. Located at 8 Rumfeld Industrial Estate, Georgetown. Call 223-1034 or 223-1035.
Extra energy, drink a #1. Multiply your energy to the drink one. Extra energy drink, extra energy drink.
Extra Energy has a better taste, less caffeine, less sugar, and is enriched with vitamins B6 and B12.